Are you ready to unlock the power of AI in your Python projects? And do you also want to create some awesome AI applications but struggling to integrate OpenAI APIs into your Python code without any errors and issues? Because most of the developers are currently facing multiple issues. Now, no need to worry because I will make this integration super easy for you in this particular video so that you do not end up spending several hours debugging these issues. Now, since this is going to be a Python project and as a Python developer, you might already be aware that we should create a virtual environment first for each of the Python project, and for that Python should be installed. So let me quickly show you how to install Python, and I will suggest you to install the exact same version which I am installing so that you do not end up with some errors at the end. To install Python, we will go to any search engine, then search for Python download, and look for this python.org link with this downloads page. Just open this downloads page and cross check this URL once in the address bar. Now we are going to download the latest version of Python. For that I will click on this button, download Python 3.12.2. Once it is downloaded, I will click on this and this type of pop-up will come up. Now I will say continue, again continue. Now for the license agreement, I will click on continue again. Here we must agree to terms and condition in order to install this. So I will click on agree. I will click on continue again here. Now finally click on install here. It will ask for the password of the current machine which I will provide and click on install software. Now it is asking permission to access the files of downloads folder, so I will provide that. Now this type of window will come up which means the Python is installed in our machine. I will close this and I will close this also. Now it is asking whether I want to keep this, so I will say move to bin. Now before move to the next step, I will quickly verify whether it is installed properly or not. So we will open terminal by pressing command and space and write here terminal. Now on terminal I will write python 3 space hyphen version and hit enter. If you also see output something like this, which is Python and the installed version, that means the Python is installed properly. Now before writing the Python code, we will create a virtual environment which will separate our code and libraries from the other projects. So we will go to the directory where we want to create this environment. So let's say we want to create the environment in the downloads folder. So I will do cd downloads. Then I will type python 3 space -mvenv, which stands for virtual environment, and now I will type the name of the environment which I want to create. So I will write integrate_OpenAI and hit enter. So in the downloads folder, this folder will be created. Let me show you in the downloads folder as well. Here you can see this folder, this is created just now. Now we will activate this environment, only then we will be able to work in this. For that we will source the activate file which is present inside the bin directory. If I go inside this folder, you will see bin directory, and inside this bin directory activate file is present. We need to source this particular file in the terminal. So on terminal I will write source and the path of that activate file and hit enter. Now you will see this integrate_OpenAI written in the starting of the line, which means that this particular environment is activated now. Now to write the Python code, we need some editor or IDE. You can use any editor like VS Code or PyCharm or any other. For this video, I will use Jupyter Notebook so that we can execute code line by line. So to install Jupyter Notebook into this activated environment, I will write pip install Jupyter command and hit enter. The installation is started. It might take couple of seconds here. Now the installation is completed. Let me clear the terminal once. Now here do not make mistake by launching the notebook here itself. Instead first go inside the integrate_OpenAI folder and then launch it. Otherwise all the notebook files will be created inside the downloads folder. So I will say cd integrate_OpenAI. Now to launch the notebook, I will type command Jupyter space notebook and hit enter. So it is getting launched. As you can see, it is launched in the new tab in my default browser. Here you will see all the directories which are present inside the integrate_OpenAI folder. Now to create a new notebook, I will click on this new drop down and I will select Python 3 IPY kernel. The notebook is created in the new tab. To give a name to this notebook, I will click on this file and click on rename. I will give name as integrate OpenAI. I will click on rename now. Now the moment has come when we will write our first Python code to integrate OpenAI API. Are you excited? For that, first we will install OpenAI library and we will use this command for that. Now we will execute the cell to run the command. So it is executed now. Then we will set the OpenAI API key as the environment variable. Otherwise, we will not be able to make any call to these OpenAI APIs. Now let me quickly show you from where you can get this API key. For that, we will go to the left panel on the OpenAI playground and click on API keys here. Now we will click on this button, create new secret key. We will give one name to the API key. I am giving name as API integration key. You can give any name here. Now we will click on create secret key. Now we will copy this and keep in a safe place, because after clicking on done, this key will never be shown to us. Now I will click on done here. Here just a friendly advice that I will delete this particular key of mine after recording the video. So do not put any unnecessary effort to try my key in your project. Now we will set this created key as the environment variable and we will use this command. Now I will execute this command. Now we will write the code which will make the actual API request. And for this code we will again refer OpenAI playground. And in case you do not want to refer the OpenAI playground, then alternatively you can refer the OpenAI documentation also. Now let me first show you from where you can refer the code in the OpenAI playground. So I will open up the OpenAI playground and here we have to click on this view code. We will get this type of pop-up and there we will find our Python code. Select Python from the drop down menu if it is not selected by default. Now we will copy this code from here and paste it in our notebook. I have pasted the code here. Now here in the content part we will write our prompt. So let's say our prompt is what is the capital of India. Now I will execute this cell. It is executed successfully. Now let me print the response. So I will say print response. Let me execute this cell also. Now in the response you would see our answer which is present inside this content key. Now we will extract this answer. So I will say response.choices. The choices is present here. Let me execute this also. So you will see this is a list type. So we need to take the first element. So I will say response.choices of 0 and execute this. Now our content is inside this message key. So we will extract out the message here. So we will extract out the message and then content. Let me execute this also. Congratulations, you have integrated your first OpenAI API into your Python code. Now you can put any prompt here in the content part and the extraction process will remain same. And I have already explained about these configuration parameters with multiple examples and demos in my OpenAI playground video. You can watch that if you want. Now I will quickly show you how you can refer the OpenAI documentation for this code snippet. For that you need to go to this URL, which is this platform.openai.com/docs/overview. Now you need to click on this quick start here. Then I will scroll down a little bit and I will select Python here. Again I will scroll down a little bit and in this step 3 you will find this code to make the API request. Here system role is also present in the messages, which you can keep or remove depending on your use case. Now after understanding the integration, let me know in comments which projects you are going to create. We will also create one end-to-end project in the next video, so stay tuned for that. If you learned anything new from this video, do hit the like button to support this channel, and for such educational videos, please consider subscribing the channel. That's all for this video. I will see you in some other video. Till then, stay safe, keep learning and keep supporting.